What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My name is erinbies. I'm a wife, a mom, a military veteran, and I spent 13 and a half years in multi-level marketing, healed my way out, and now I'm using all of my social media platforms to educate and raise awareness around the dangers of multi-level marketing companies and the tactics used by the reps. If you're brand new, hello, hi, I'm so glad that you are here, especially if you are in the company that I'm talking about today, which is Itworks, and a distributor in that company and the tactics that she's using in this. I don't even know what to call it. I really don't. Is it supposed to be a motivational video? Perhaps. Is it one? I don't think so. I think it's extremely aggressive for absolutely no reason. Let's get to today's video. Leave your commentary below and make sure that you follow the rules of the channel. I appreciate you guys.
It's about 1,000 degrees in Texas. Just kidding. I'm gonna start adding some people here. I'm sitting outside like a psychopath because
Also, I do have her sped up just a little tiny bit. I think it's like 1.25 just to make it a little bit easier because there's a lot of drawn out language, if you will. Is that the right way I want to say that? I don't know. That's how we're saying it today.
same one. No, because it is kids are inside being really good, watching the show. They're really into Rocky and Bullwinkle these days. And so
That's cool.
I felt like something bit my toe. They're really into Rocky and Bullwinkle these days, and so they wanted to watch Rocky and Bullwinkle, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna run outside real quick and go live, maybe fire some people up to get their butts in gear, finish them on strong. So I'm just looking through.
Also, shout out to the person that sent this to me. I appreciate you so much. You know who you are. And what I have realized, because in the process of speeding the video up, I also edited out any language. And what I realized in doing that is it appears that this is in like one of her training groups or something. So this is training that she's doing for her team. Why am I bringing that up? Because this is the stuff that a lot of people don't see unless you join. So I did a video on a 3-way Zoom. Shout out to Tara. She was incredible in that call because it's a tactic that is used a lot, and to be able to expose that is really powerful. This, I want to be another example of what happens kind of, behind the scenes that you don't see until you join. Imagine if you were a brand new distributor on this team, and just think about that as you're watching this video, because it's starting off okay, but it gets pretty wild.
Tag some people, and if you're watching, please share it to your chat so that people everywhere can be blessed with this beautiful 109-degree face I have. It's funny.
Oh my God.
But it's not, 'cause it's true. It's actually that hot out. Yesterday, Curtis had football, and it was 109 degrees. And, he's out, hey! Oh, that's funny. And he was out there, and then we haven't had rain in forever. And this, like, rainstorm came through out of nowhere. It barely lasted, but it dropped it to 91. And he was like, oh my gosh, it feels like winter. I was like, I know.
Okay, but relatable.
So hot in Texas. So I was also just telling Ashley Crenshaw how much our air conditioning bill is, because my husband doesn't like to turn it up. It's a little hotter in the house now once you got that air conditioning bill. I was like, dude, it's Texas, and it's over 100 degrees for 30 days straight so far. Like, it's going to be hot. It's going to be expensive. You should probably do something about this. But anyway, okay. So tap in, everyone who's here. Drop a 1. I'm so excited. I know it doesn't seem like it because I'm just hot, but
in my opinion, it seems like you're uncomfortable. I'm not, maybe it is the heat. I don't know. But it seems like this person is uncomfortable for some reason.
You're outside, so the kids don't come in and interrupt. They'll run out when they're done, when they're ready. Okay, so it's the 25th. If you're new here and this is your first 25th, totally fine. I'm going to explain something to you. If you're not new here and you're an OG, I'm talking to you, okay? So if you're brand new, let me explain what the 25th is. So everybody you enrolled, or like if this is your first month or you started in July, anyone you enroll after the 25th, okay? So on the 26th on, their auto ship, because they sign up for at least 3 months, runs on the 22nd through the 25th. So by the 25th of the month, you know your volume, you know your BV, you know after a while, you can kind of figure out what that means for your paycheck. So today's the 25th. If you looked at your BV and wanted to celebrate, I'm genuinely happy for you. Even 109 degrees makes it seem like maybe I'm not. Genuinely happy for you. If you looked at your BV and want to barf, the only person to blame is you. Okay. And I'm just being real raw and honest here because you know that's how I am. I'm super red.
Oh my God, with the color personalities. In my opinion, people that say, oh, I'm a red personality, or somebody that says, oh, I'm going to give you some tough love, I think people hide behind those words and phrases just to allow them to be a total jerk. That's wild to me.
Putting around and being like, you'll be okay. It's time to get your ass in work, in gear and work. Okay. So if you're brand new, you've never experienced the 25th, it's fine. But next month you will. So take note. Okay. Anyone you sign from tomorrow, or I guess technically today, no, from tomorrow on for the rest of the month, when their next shipment runs, it'll run on somewhere between the 22nd and the 25th of the next month. So when we talk about charting and you're able to see where your volume is and where your people are, on the 25th, you can see every order that's going to run. There's no more surprise bumps in your BV. There's no more surprise, oh, it went through in your BV. This is what you've got to work with, okay? So if you're sitting there looking at it and you thought you were going to make 11,000 BV this month and you're sitting there looking at 7, you are the only one who can fix that. You are the only one responsible for that. You are the only one who controls your business. It's not on the people on your team. It's not on anyone but you. If you're an emerald and you're sitting at Ruby today and you're pissed, that's your fault that you haven't been host to posting and you haven't been placing things and you haven't been running as hard as you need and you maybe haven't been leading from the front. I need every single person on here, drop a 2 if you have any distributors underneath you. Any. One distributor. If you have one distributor on your team, drop a 2. 1 or more, drop a 2. I know my comments are working because I can see 1s, so I'm waiting for some 2s. Maybe they're...
This is so unhinged. Imagine recruiting people into this and saying, oh, you can own your own business. And then you get on a call like this, a video like this, and all of a sudden you're not working hard enough. You're lazy. If you're not where you want to be, that's your own fault. If you aren't making the money that you wanted to, that's your fault. But I guarantee you, this person was like, listen, I'll help you. When they were recruiting people, I'll help you. And then it's like a total bait and switch when you get onto these teams. And then you get blasted with things like this because more than likely, she's probably not where she wants to be in her goals for her organization. That's probably, in my opinion, what started this entire rant within her training group. That's probably what this was. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think, but
so hot and they just want to sleep. 2. There we go. There's a 2. I got one to come through. Okay. If you are dropping a 2, you are responsible, not the people on your team. Everyone at the end of the day is responsible for their own outcome in this business.
Meanwhile, she's on a live telling her team they need to work and continuing to complain about a $500 bill from her AC from the power company. Make that make sense. Oh, and also she's going to mention that several times. So I'm going to mention that several times.
It's amazing to have a whole team that's running and working and you're wanting the best for them. But at the end of the day, only you will work as hard as you want to work. Only you will achieve the goals you want to achieve. Me, I'm a high achiever, okay? I've enrolled 22 customers this month. 27 customers this month. I've enrolled 2,200 BV this month. I'm a runner. I know I'm a runner. I'm confident in being a runner. I know not many people in here are going to match what I match. Okay, the red's starting to come out a little bit.
Yeah, and you know why? Because you're at the top of your pyramid in the company. Everybody is below you. In order for you to be at the top, the 85.24% of people in itworks, according to the 2021 income disclosure statement, have to make $57 a month so that you can win. So you're sitting here flexing like, hey, I'm over here winning. I'm a runner. I'm a red. Yet you wouldn't be any of those things without a team. And we know that. And that team, unfortunately, based on statistics and data, is not winning at all. In fact, until you get to probably Ruby or Emerald, which is the third or the fourth rank in the company, you're probably in the negative depending on how much you are spending every single month. And if you have an account for your spouse that you're also working.
Not many people are going to match what I match. Also, not many people are going to commit to how many hosted posts I put up. I know I'm in a category by myself. I know I run my ass off every single month. So I know at the end of every single month, I can sit
Oh, you're definitely in a category by yourself, but I don't think it means the same thing you want it to mean, Teresa.
back and say, whew. And if it doesn't pan out the way it was envisioned in my head, it will never be my fault. It will never be that I didn't try hard enough. Now, do things not always pan out where I want them to on my chart? They don't. Is that life because it's a business? It is. But you know what it teaches
Oh, so that would be your team's fault? If it's not your fault, whose fault is it?
me every single month? I need to work harder. I can't rely on anyone. This is my business. This is my responsibility. And if my check isn't where I want it, I'm mad at me. That's it. Nobody else. And that's exactly how you should feel about yourself. Be confident enough to say, I'm a fucking runner. I want you to type it. I'm a fucking runner. Or be honest enough to say, I work this as a hobby. Because those are the only options in here. You can work it as a hobby and it's fine. I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you if this is a hobby for you. I'm not mad at you if you only want $200 to $300 a month.
Hey, Teresa, when we're looking at the income disclosure statement, because you're saying $200 to $300 a month, until you hit the third rank in the company, they're not going to be making that. And even then, hitting Ruby, I think, is a stretch. And I'm not counting any of their like fast start bonuses that they have. For Ruby, according to the 2021 income disclosure statement, that's $390 average per month. These people probably have their distributor account and they probably have another account that they're managing as a ghost account and are ordering products on both of those accounts. So it's costing them double. On these income disclosure statements, it doesn't include any expenses, any products that they're ordering, any website fees or app fees or any of those things. None of that is included. This is a gross representation of what they see in their back office. So it's really interesting that she's like, listen, if you want this to be a hobby, that's fine. I'm not going to be mad. But the whole time she's sitting here talking about how people need to work harder. So which is it? The manipulation, y'all.
That's fine. I actually want to know that about girls on my team because in my head, everybody signs up to be a runner. And then the truth comes out and I see who's really not. And
Or maybe you're not listening to people. In your head, people are signing up to be a runner. But what about the people that come to you from your posts of you talking about filling the gas tank or whatever? We see all of it. And those people just want a little bit of extra money. Are you also going to try and turn them into a runner? This to me feels like you're just trying to get people to do what you want them to do. And the reason that is so you can make more money off of them.
that's okay. But if you're telling your upline, I'm a runner, then you're enrolling 2 customers a month, they're realizing the truth about you. Yes, you are a fucking runner. Thank you, Akila. Thank you. Is that how I say your name? I appreciate it. That's the first thing I've ever seen you say. That makes me
Oh my God.
love you so much. Let's be friends in real life.
And here we have a perfect example of what a transactional relationship looks like. Hey, I've never met you, but you're saying the right things. Oh, you're going to keep that order coming? Right on. Oh, you're going to do so many host to posts? Oh, right on. You're doing everything that I want you to do. Therefore, I love you. Let's be friends in real life. Hard pass.
And so if you are confident in the fact that you are a runner, you're not waiting on other people to save you. You're not worrying about what other people are doing. You're a leader. You're a leader if you have a distributor underneath you. You owe that distributor as much as they give you. That's another way I lead that not everybody's okay with. But if you're ghosting me 90% of the month, I'm probably not responding 90% of the time anymore because I have girls on my team that are
Girls. Yeah. It's interesting when I hear these people in these companies, excuse me, that have team members under them, that they refer to them as girls. This person clearly thinks that they are in a category all by themselves. And in my opinion, when they say things like, oh, my girls, it's very condescending. It comes across as I am better than you And it's gross to me. We hear it all the time. Also, my girls, these are people that joined thinking that they were starting a business. We know that that's not the case. They're 1099 contracted workers. I talk about this all the time, as do other content creators. But these people signed up thinking that they were starting a business, a side hustle, and then they're being referred to as her girls. And when you're in an MLM and you're a part of one of these teams, you think that it's a very endearing thing, that she's, in a sense, claiming ownership. But when you really step back and you look at some of the language that they're using, it's very culty. And this is a perfect example of that. It's a perfect example of, I'm at the top and you guys are my girls. It's, ugh.
Running their asses off. I have girls on my team, Julie, who just popped her spouse's account, Emerald, Deb.
Did you just hear that? Julie popped her spouse's account. Yeah, and hit Emerald. This is the company and the leaders that want you to hit Emerald as quickly as possible. Sign up your friend, sign up your mom, sign up your spouse, sign up your kids. I've covered trainings where they talk about that.
Who just popped herself Ruby, Lisa, who just popped herself Ruby. I have girls on my team that are running. Okay. I have Ashley, who you guys, there's a lot of Ashleys. I have Ashley Wynn on my team, who's going through a lot of personal stuff, still running for Ruby. I have Casey, who a lot of you know, still running for Ruby. Pete, but no, she is Ruby, still running to maintain Ruby and go up to Emerald. I have girls with more going on in their life and showing up every freaking day. Those are runners. Those are the people that are like me, where I'm like, man, I had to move in 2 days last year. I had to move from Florida to Texas with zero help, zero knowledge it was coming, zero anything. Pack up a whole house and move a whole house with 2 kids and a husband and everything across 10 hours away. Boom. Couldn't tell anyone, couldn't get help from anyone. Guess what I still had to do? Run a business. Guess who still had a great August when it happened? I did. You want to know why? It was no one's responsibility to run my business or to move but mine. Take responsibility.
I'm sorry. What does that have to do with any of this? I feel like the only reason she's saying that is because she's not going to buy anybody's excuse for not working their business. Oh, you're too tired, you're sick, whatever. She's not going to buy it. In fact, she's probably going to write those people off because they're not getting back to her how she wants them to. They're not taking the actions that she's taking, that she thinks other people should be taking. By the way, the host to post things are so ridiculous. It's like a copy and pasted message, and it's just using somebody's social media following to try and bring in new business blood, if you will, whether it's customers or distributors. It's so grimy.
You are looking at your volume today and you are ready to throw up. It's your fault. It is only your fault. If you are sitting there and you know you're a freaking diamond and you're being paid an executive, it is your fault. It is nobody's fault but yours. I don't care how many people have quit on you. I don't care how many people you thought you enrolled that were going to run. I don't care about any of that. All of the reasons that you say, and I talk to myself, I have to say these things to myself, guys. All the reasons you say you're not succeeding, you're making excuses. Okay? You're making your own excuses in this business. Excuses are what got every single one of us to a place that we had to start a side gig.
Oh my God. This person is so out of touch with reality. Sometimes bad things just happen. It doesn't mean that it all stems from us making excuses. The fact that this person is sitting here saying these things, knowing that if these people go to work and they sign up some new customers and some distributors, she's getting paid, but she's trying to manipulatively spin this like, oh, this is for your benefit. This is, so that you guys make more money. This is disgusting. This person should be ashamed of themselves. I'm sure she's not, but we're definitely going to be featuring her more often.
Excuses are what made every single one of us go, shit, I have more month than money. That's what got every single one of us into the position that we had to start a side gig in the first place. Okay. If I would have lived within my means and not had 2 kids and not had a husband who gets a job every 2 years that doesn't pay us to move, I wouldn't have needed a side gig, but here we are. And I love it.
I cannot.
And now it's my full-time income and I'm not mad about it. Okay. But my point is,
It's your full-time income because of your team. I would love to see the breakdown of your check every single month, the income that you get from itworks, and see the difference in what you make from your customers and what you make from your team. Because people like this, in my opinion, get up here and act all high and mighty, like they have it together, like other people are lazy. But I guarantee you, if she didn't have a team, she wouldn't be saying or doing any of these things like she's doing. And I bet finances are a little tight if she's complaining like she is about that $500 AC bill that she has to pay. If you're making so much money, Teresa, $500 should be nothing, right?
It's only my fault if it fails. It is only my fault if I don't get paid what I deserve. Okay. It's nobody else's fault. And then my job as a leader is to recognize what girls are going to run and what girls this is a hobby for. And then guess where I put my energy? Where's my runners? That's where my energy goes. I love the girls that treat this as a hobby. They can be in every single contest I host. They can have a good time. They can come to the events. They can do all the things. They can be my friend. But my energy, my one-on-ones, my pushing, my coaching, that's going to my girls who are runners, because those
Yeah, and the runners are the ones that, in my opinion, are making her the most money, that are attending the events, that are on every Zoom, that are on every call, that are on every live stream, hyping her up, taking a screenshot, sharing it in their story so that they can bring their audience to her. Oh, man. She's trying to make it sound like this is really about the individuals that are watching, that are on her team. And it doesn't have anything to do with them. And it has everything to do with, we should be further along. You guys are being lazy. It's really gross.
girls who show up every single day when they're getting hit in the face with life and they're still running a business. Casey, who I can't tell you guys the stuff going on in her life because it's her job to tell, but I know it all because because even though I seem like a big red hole, I actually have a big heart. So I know it all and I can keep secrets really, really well. She has, of every single person I know of what's going on in this chat or in this page, every reason to lay down and die right now. She has every reason to lay down, let a bus hit her and say, life got too hard. I couldn't work my fucking business. And I would say, Casey, neither could I. I would literally say that to her if she told me that today. But you know what she did instead today? She texted me this morning. She told me everything that's going on, a little life update. And then she said, I need you to send me all the motivation possible today because I have to win the day. I have to win my business today. I have to enroll this many customers today. That's a fucking winner, you guys. Casey.
Hey, Casey, I really hope you get away from this person. I really hope you get away from multi-level marketing. I really hope that you understand that it's okay that when you're going through a hard time, you don't have to show up like this person probably pressures you to show up. It's okay. It's also okay to look at profit and loss statements. It's also okay to understand, hey, I'm spending more on this and time, energy, finances than I'm getting back. It really doesn't make any sense. That's okay too. Oh God.
She is a winner. She's going to get out there and slay this thing. She's going to run her way all the way to the top. It might be slowed down a little bit because of what's going on in her life, but it's not stopping. Those are the kind of people I can back in this business. And those are the kind of people anyone who's still on here should be, because you are taking the time to listen to this and hopefully look inside and say, yeah, it's the 25th and I've only enrolled 3 customers this month. Yeah, it's not good. That's not good, you guys. You guys need, if you don't need to be enrolling, but if you want a paycheck, you do. You better be at least commission qualified. And if you don't know what that looks like, you better go figure out how to get there or reach out to your upline and say, what is this? How do I do it? Because I want to get paid. Okay.
Oh my God. Teresa, if you are recruiting people into this and you're not explaining how people become commission qualified, which I'm sure has something to do with you've got to buy one of the starter kits that start off at like $99 or something like that. Teresa, that's a you problem. See, what we're seeing here, in my opinion, is not somebody that actually is a leader. She's cosplaying as a leader. She's acting like she's a leader. And why? Because she's at the top of her pyramid. Because a leader would care about her people, their people. A leader would be like, hey, you're having a rough time. How can I support you? How can I help you? It wouldn't all be about sales and recruiting. That's what a leader would do. This person is not a leader. This person is only about the money that she is making. She probably looked at her check because all the auto ships ran and was like, oh my God, we're not anywhere where we were next month. Let me get on a Facebook Live or whatever in our group and really, get crack the whip, if you will, and get people working. That's the whole point of this. And the sick part about all of this is she's the one that benefits at the end of the day. And when you really look at this and look at the income disclosure statement from itworks, we're at roughly, I don't know, the first three ranks, and I want to say roughly 94 and some change percent of people that are making less than $300 a month, 390 and below. So if they have multiple orders, multiple accounts, and they're placing orders, and it gets really intense. There will be people that ask their family member to sign up and, hey, just let me do this in the system. I'll pay for this. Just let me get this, I need another customer. So they're adding multiple accounts. They're all funding it. So the back office for itworks shows, hey, Ruby, they're making on average, $390 a month. But what doesn't come into account is the money that these people are spending on it. Those are things that happen behind the scene. Those are things that a lot of them don't talk about, but it does happen because they are so desperate to get that next customer or that next distributor so that they can hit the bonus or whatever. And when you look at how much you're spending, that bonus doesn't make any sense. These people are in the negative.
This is a very red in your face. I'm trying to stay calm, but I'm not good at that. Live, but like you guys, it's the 25th. All of your auto ships have run. Are you looking at that thing saying, I killed it this month? Are you doing? And if you are, clap. I want you to drop some claps because I would clap for you. But if you're looking at that thing saying,
if you were a real leader, wouldn't you already have access and have looked at who is hitting their goals? Wouldn't you know their goals? Wouldn't you be reaching out to them individually and saying, hey, congratulations, this is so exciting, you're only one customer or whatever away from, you know what I'm saying? Like, you would have these one-on-one conversations with these people because at the end of the day, you're making money off of these people. So you mean to tell me that you're okay if they're not getting back to you, if they're not reaching out to you, they're not showing up for training, they're not applauding this, I don't even know what to call this. She probably thinks it's training or motivation. It's not. It's rude. That's what this is. But if they're not reaching out to you, if they're not applauding every little thing that you do, you're just not going to reach out to them. Like, this is crazy. I have so many questions about how this person thinks that she is leading a team. So if you're in her downline or were, and you have, information that you would like to share with me, I have questions. Because I bet she is only reaching out to people that are doing what she wants them to do. I bet she is very abrasive in some of her messages. I bet if people are not doing what she wants them to do, she writes them off. But I don't know. If you've been in her downline, message me.
I could do better. Well, you have 5 days, okay, to do better. And you need to do better. And I know every single one of you can do better. And every month I get my phone blown up with, this is my month. I'm going to do it. I'm committed on this, on that. Oh, where'd they go? I get it every single month. Okay, Carrie, you're also brand new. Okay, you're trying your best. Stop with I didn't kill it. You are brand new and you are trying. And I can tell you 100% that it's not for lack of trying with you. Okay, so you can do, you didn't kill it yet. You are on your way to killing it. Don't you worry about that.
What about the other people on your team that are not brand new, that are making tons of effort, that are doing everything that you are saying that they should do, and they aren't winning? Because that's what the income disclosure statement says. But it's okay because this person is new. You don't want them to quit because they're brand new. But what about the people, the OGs that you referred to at the beginning of this, that are doing all of the right things that you tell them to do, and they're still not winning? I can't believe she just said that.
Julie, I can do better. Julie, who just promoted her spouse account to Emerald. But look at you guys.
Julie, who just, what'd she say? Promoted her spouse's account to Emerald.
Guys, I'm proud of you for saying I can do better. You guys, even on my best months, I get to the 25th and I say, I could do better every single time. And then I go balls to the walls from the 26th through the 31st, balls to the walls every single time. It doesn't matter if I've had the best month. It doesn't matter if I promoted triple diamond. It doesn't matter what it is. If it's that last 5 days of the month, I know the magic is happening. But you know what else I know? My magic's happening because I got up 60 posts every single week. I have followed up with people every few days and then every week. I am adding new friends every single day. I am posting at least 3 times a day. I am not saying, oh, I'm going to do this Monday and that Wednesday. No, I'm showing up consistently every single day. And every single month when I think on the 25th, I could have done better, by the 31st, I'm like, I killed it. Every single month, that's how I feel. And you can too, okay? You can too. You have the God-given freaking ability. We all have hands. We all have.
Oh my God. Oh, it's giving, if I can do it, you can. I just, I had to pause it because this is so absurd. If you're on her team and you happen to be watching this is not leadership. It's not okay for her to treat you guys like this. This is not it. You guys deserve so much better than somebody talking to you the way that she does.
24 hours in a day. Some of us have full-time jobs. Some of us don't. Some of us have kids. Some of us don't. Some of us have husbands. Some of us don't. Some of us have husbands who are actually literally not around 24 hours a day. So they really don't. I mean, they do. We have to be faithful, you know.
Oh my God. This is on a training? You're talking about whether people's spouses are being faithful?
But otherwise, some of us have family around to help. Some of us don't. Some of us have people coming down with cancer. Some of us don't. Some of us have family in jail. Some of us don't. We all have different going on in our brains every single day that could make us stop this business. Every single one of us. But then there's the ones of us who say, all those things that are going wrong in my life, I can fix if I work this business.
All those things that are going wrong in my life, I could fix if I just work my business. So you mean to tell me, just based on the examples that she just gave, that she thinks people can cure cancer, can battle cancer just from working their business? I mean, I'm just going from the examples that she just gave. She said a bunch of very specific examples and then said all of these things can be fixed if you just work your business. The sick part about this is that at the end of the day, whether somebody gets a new customer or distributor, or they pay for one of their family members to sign up, or they sign up their spouse, at the end of the day, this person is who benefits off of all of that. And who suffers? The people below her. Every single team member that is thinking that they're doing all of the right things, they're following exactly what she says to do. They're trying to get people to do these host to post things. They're trying to get people to sign up as a distributor. They're trying to get a customer and lock them into, I think, 90 days of product. They're trying everything that they can that they're being told to do by this individual. And they're not winning. They're losing money. I just think it's so disgusting.
You know what was wrong in my life? I was getting paid way less than I deserved, working way more hours than I needed to, with 2 little kids that needed a present mom. I had to move around the country every 2 to 3 years. I still do. Find new jobs, take days off, never get to go on vacation. I had more month than money. You guys, I was negative.
She's telling the story of the majority of her team. There's more month than money. They're not getting paid what they deserve. She mentioned taking time off, but you can't take time off when you're in an MLM. The lack of self-awareness in all of this is crazy. People deserve to be paid for their time. People deserve to be paid for their work. And the cold hard truth is that the majority of things that people in multi-level marketing do, they're not getting paid for. Then you add in there the statistics and data. Itworks has their own income disclosure statement from 2021, and it shows that people aren't making any money. So then you have these leaders that get on here and they're like, oh, well, I do all this and I do all this and I'm in a category all on my own. Yeah, you wouldn't be in that category that you placed yourself in, Teresa, without your team.
$1,500 a month when I started this. I was constantly calling Verizon or the doctor or anybody to not pay a bill or move a bill back, or, oh my God, my lights are going to get turned off. I was there. I'm not sitting here talking to you, someone who's literally never lived that. And I still act like I live like that so that I don't get all high and mighty and blow my money, because guess what? I just got a $500 air conditioning bill that I don't want to pay, but I have.
The lack of self-awareness. The fact that she's saying all of this and her team members are watching. And many of those team members, I'm sure, are struggling financially and they're trying to make this thing work and they're putting their all into it and they're showing up and they're getting spoon fed this poison. And when I say poison, I mean the manipulation that's coming out of her mouth. I don't know this person. I don't need to know this person. I don't know how big her team is, but I can see right through it because I also was a part of multi-level marketing. I also would do some of these things. So, yikes.
Do. So I'm gonna go make myself a weekly bonus because I don't like when that comes out of my commissions. But we've all been in those spots. That's why we start this business. And that's why on the 25th, I don't care if it shows that I have 50,000 BV or that I have 30,000 BV or that I would have 1,000 BV. I'd be real pissed if it was 1,000, but
Imagine her team members that have 1,000 BV and they're super proud of that. And she's talking about, oh, I'd be embarrassed. They don't think about the words that come out of their mouth and how that might impact other people. This is like diarrhea of the mouth. These poor individuals that are having to deal with this human, I feel really bad for them. And if you are one of them, just like I said a few minutes ago, you deserve better. You deserve better.
I haven't been there in a while. But no matter what it shows, on the 25th, I say I can go this much harder. I can bring in this much more BV. I can do, me personally, not I'm going to get my team to do. No, I can bring in this much BV by the end of the month. I give myself that countdown every single month. Every single month, I write down in my planner this much BV by this day, because then I know what I'm committing to for myself. And if you're not doing that at the end of the month, you're never going to take your business to the next level. If you don't sign that one more customer, if you don't ask that one more hap, I just heard a thing. And if you didn't listen to it, I'm kind of pissed at you because I sent it to every person in here.
You're pissed that people didn't hop to it and watch or listen to whatever you wanted them to listen to. What if they were at work? What if they were sleeping? What if they were taking care of their children? What if they had stuff going on? I'm kind of pissed at you that you didn't listen to it. Teresa, you need to get over yourself. For real.
The power of one more. If you do one more half ask a day than you did the day before, that's 9,000 more asks than the person next to you over the course of a year. Do you want to know why I get more host posts than all of you? Because that's what I do. You want to know why I enroll anywhere from, on a bad month, 20 customers, on a great month, 100? You want to know why I enroll that many customers? Because I always ask one more person. Because every person who tells me no because they're broke, I say, okay, no problem. You want to be in my $600 giveaway and put up a post for me? Yeah, of course they do. They just told me they were broke, you guys. Like, people tell you what their problem is. Come back with a solution every single time that helps your business. If they're too broke to buy, they can put up a host post. If they want to lose weight but can't afford it, but aren't really like broke, offer the business. Can they afford $49? Because I've got freaking codes I'll share with my team. They go till the end of the month. I think I have 4 left. You want them? Go enroll somebody. I'll give it to you. Like, there's always a solution. There's literally always a solution. They wanted to be a distributor because they wanted the kit, but now they don't really want to sell. That's okay. Be a customer. That's okay. Still sign up as a distributor. We'll turn off your e-suite and I'll help you out anyway. Like,
why do they need to sign up as a distributor if they aren't looking to make money from the posts that you are putting up or the lives that you're doing? Why would somebody sign up as a distributor? These are the same people that bitch and complain about the income disclosure statements not being a direct reflection of people that are making money because they sign up people that don't want to be distributors. Teresa, this is embarrassing. No wonder you didn't put this out publicly.
there's always a solution, you guys. I just saw a girl the other day post on Facebook about how she couldn't afford something. I can't remember what it was. And I said, dude, I felt that way until I started a side gig. This economy's insane. She reached out to me. Do you think I didn't do that on purpose?
Oh God, I hope. I know it's a long shot. However, I hope the person that she had this conversation with happens to see this video. It is my one hope for this video that that person sees her, Teresa, saying, you don't think I did that on purpose? You don't think I saw her post complaining about, whatever with her finances and I reached out on purpose? You don't think I commented that on purpose? Oh God, that would be such a gift.
Do you know how many people I do that when they bitch about the economy or gas or groceries or inflation? I agree with them and I say, couldn't do it if I didn't start a side gig.
Says the person bitching about a $500 power bill.
You know how many messages I get? They don't all sign up right away, but they're thinking. The power of one more, the power of one more follow-up, the power of one more post to post, the power of one more minute staying awake and doing some work, the power of one more interaction. You don't know when you're going to interact with that person who's like, man, I've been wanting to reach out to her, but I thought she was a bitch. I get that a lot. And then
If you get that a lot, maybe it's time to, reflect on that. Maybe it's time to think, maybe this is not how I should talk to people.
they reach out to me and they're like, oh, I really thought you were going to be mean, but then I saw you commented on my post and I thought I'd ask you about it. See?
Guys, stop asking her about it. You're just a number. And if you don't sign up and you're a runner, she's not going to even bother probably getting back to you. I don't know how she worded that at the beginning of this, but.
So you guys, you need to do one more. You need to put up one more post today. You need to ask one more person to host a post for you. You need to get up. I get up 10. We say 10, get up 11. You need to do it. You need to. The reason I can confidently say I'm a effing runner is I know well, and I can show the receipts. I get 60 posts up a week. Every single week. I don't care what's happening in my life. It's a non-negotiable. I follow up with every single person in my messenger every single week. Non-negotiable. I bring in a new funnel all the time because you know what I do? I add 50 new people every single day. Non-negotiable. I listen to self-development every single day. You know why? It keeps me in this headspace that I'm a runner, non-negotiable.
Remember at the beginning of this, she was talking about she wanted to be present for her kids. With all of this that she's saying is a non-negotiable, I just wonder if time with her kids is also a non-negotiable. I'm just wondering.
I get up my 3 posts, and heck, I actually get up 6 because I do them every 2 hours. Non-negotiable. I load my stories every single
Anybody can look at your social media and see that that's not accurate. You don't post every 2 hours. Sometimes you do, not always.
day. Non-negotiable. Are any of the things I just mentioned hard? Or are you lazy? Because I really want to know. Or are you just bad at time management? Because all those things I also did when I had a full-time job, when I was 1,100 miles from home with no family, when I had a new
I'm sorry. Imagine shaming your people that have come to you because they think you're a leader and you're going to guide them to make the money that you're making in a multi-level marketing company. Imagine thinking shaming them into doing more is an effective leadership strategy.
How about no?
Oh my God, I hope this person experiences a mass exodus of her team. You can't tell me that there's not people watching her videos in her team group or whatever this was in and being very uncomfortable and thinking to themselves, oh, I don't like this. This does not feel right to me. Or they have that gut feeling that like something is wrong. You can't tell me there's not a lot of people in her downline that are thinking that. And by the way, if you are, cancel everything and get out of it. Get away from this person. This is not leadership. Not at all.
born and a 2-year-old. When my husband was full-time in football. All the things that everybody says, I'm too broke, I'm too busy, I'm too that. So was I. It didn't stop me. It made me say, dear God, I'm so sick of living this way. I'm so sick of going to the grocery store and praying I don't decline when I buy fucking diapers that my child needs. I'm so sick of that. That's where I was. And now I'm sick of getting a $500 air conditioning bill.
The fact that she is going to say this like it's funny when statistically the majority of people on her team probably are in that situation with groceries is disgusting. It's vile. It's not funny. It's not cute. It's rude.
So now I'm going to go work even harder till the 31st because I want to pay that on weekly bonuses. I don't want to pay that. That's how I set my goals, you guys. I sit there and I say, you know what I want to do with my kids next week? I want to take them to Kanga, which is this like indoor spot. And I want to be able to let them do all the extra things. I'm going to need at least $100 next week in my bank account on Thursday. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go sign 600 BV so I can do that. Or I'm going to go teach one of my distributors how to sign a distributor. Or I'm going to go anything, you guys. Do the stuff that makes you succeed. Don't get
See, so what she just said there was it's not really about helping that distributor sign up another distributor for their goals. It's really about the money that she needs for next week. None of this is about helping the people that are in her downline. Everything about this, just like I've pointed out several times, is about her making the money that she wants to make. People in her downline are just a number. Everything about this, these people, whether it's a host to post or people that she's reaching out to on Messenger or the comments, everything about it is just a number. This is not somebody, in my opinion, that cares about the people that are in her downline that are having trouble with paying groceries, that are having trouble with the economy, that came thinking that they were going to make money and they're not. This is not somebody that cares about those people, in my opinion. She just cares about herself. I'm going to say, in my opinion, again.
To the 25th and want to throw up. Get to the 25th and say, man, I'm pissed. I've only brought in 2 customers and I wanted to bring in 10. Guess I got 8 to go. And go. Freaking go. Don't have an excuse. Don't say next month. Don't say any of that shit. Go. Okay? This is go time. This is the end of the month. This is month end magic. You guys, I'm just sitting here and I'm sweating. That's how hot it is. But when
Probably because you know you're being rude. I'd like to say something else, but I'm not going to.
month end magic hits and you see all of us popping off excited and you're sitting there whining and crying because it's not working for you,
Says the person that's been whining and crying about the $500 power bill or electric bill or whatever. She's brought it up like 4 times.
know what I actually know in my heart of hearts? You didn't work all month because month end magic only shows up when you created it. Month end magic is only there when you put in the work to freaking deserve it.
What about the person that's new that is doing all the right things like you said earlier? And it's not happening yet because she's new. Is she not deserving of month-end magic? Or is it only specific people that you think are deserving of month-end magic? I'm just curious. I'm asking for my friends.
That's when month end magic shows up. So you better have sown the seeds. You better have been out there talking to people. You better be in inboxes. You better have the host to post up. You better be boosting your host to post up. Do all of those things. None of it's hard. It's an hour a day. And then
All of that is going to take more than an hour a day.
month end magic will happen. And I always know, you know who always has month end magic? Marcy. You want to know Marcy always has month end magic? Because I know she worked all month.
You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of a specific leader that I used to be on their team that would use their team members as an example of what not to do. That's what this energy of her reminds me of. Ugh.
Every single month. All of a sudden at the end of the month in the chat, Marcy's like, PM, DT. And I'm like, yeah, she may have just been silent for 3 weeks, but all of a sudden, all that work starts to pay off every single month. Every single month. I watch it over and over and over and over again. So be like that. We're not out here just saying stuff to talk. We're out here saying stuff because we all started this for the same freaking reason.
She's out here saying stuff like this because she needs it for her paycheck.
Now I get to be the mom that homeschools my kids. I'm home all freaking day. I just took them to lunch at Jason's Deli because they like it. Like, I get to do all the things.
You should be thanking your team that you're calling lazy. You wouldn't have any of that without your team.
Because even when I don't want to, I'm consistent. So get off your butts. Actually, stay right on your butt. Stay right on your butt where you're at and go ask 20 people to put up a post for you right now.
20 people. So basically what you're saying is cold message 20 people.
Okay? And then tell me you did it and have a great day.
I can't. Is she okay? That was the most disgusting training I've seen in quite some time. Training. Oh my God. Anyways, what did y'all think? I know you probably are going crazy with comments. There's a lot more that I wanted to say, but I did not. I said what needed to be said. There will be more Teresa on my channel. Also, shout out to my bestie because she also has featured Teresa on her channel. So make sure that you guys go check that out. This was wild. This is not leadership. This is not how you treat people. If you're in her downline, if you're a customer of hers, please get away from this person. In my opinion, this is not okay. Not okay. Oh, Lord. Anyways, guys, don't join an MLM. Don't do that. Not worth it. Their own income disclosure statement, which I have listed in the video description, shows that the majority of people are not making any money. It shows it. So don't do that. If you guys love today's video, if you would give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, that would be amazing. I appreciate you. Thank you guys for watching all the way through, and I'll see you on the next video or the next live stream. Bye, everybody.